Hello colleagues, I'm going to do a video and I want to use a bit of every function. I will see how many functions I can be able to use for this particular video. So we know how to import so far. If we're here, we know how to import, we know how to draw lines from point to point. Okay, so I want us to use a bit of circle and another option in the line function, in the add line function, and also we can use data to see how we can put up points. We can also try to see if we have time we can still use the same point function to add a point. Okay, so for starters, if you look at this general plan, this general plan has this kind of structure, or this is how it looks. So we have deliberately skipped J2, which is this one, because I want us to use it for our demo. We shall do two methods in which we can add a point. We shall use data, the first one. We shall use the data function, this one here. The second one, we shall use the point function, the DTM point function. So I'm going to start with the data function. So I'll just minimize this just a bit, and then this same one we'll put it this side. Okay. All right. So J2, although the coordinates are not clear, hope we'll be able to see them. If we want to add a point that is missing, or add all these points without actually having to import them, just want to add them directly here, we have to open the data function. Okay, we'll have something like this pop up. There'll be a window that will pop up. Just minimize it like this. Okay, so this window will pop up, which will have station points general. So now we want points. Okay, it will show us the points that we have already, which are already in the system, and we can add from these same points. We can just easily add J2. So where the code is, we shall add J. So let me just put caps J2. Okay, we'll skip prism, we'll skip distance, we'll skip height, distance, we'll skip angle distance, we'll skip all these. We'll go to the Y values. So if you look at my Y values for J2, we have a constant 6. So there's a constant 6 there. 6, then we come to the coordinates. I think this should be 3747.36. When we're done, we'll come to the X values. We have our constant 169, and for J2 we shall also get 0, because we only have three values there, and we have 3 values for J2, which are 966.99. Okay, so if you are putting 1 point, or maybe you have a lot of points, you're using this method, when you are done, always go to end here on the bottom. When you click on end, it will tabulate something like this with a lot of zeros. Then just say close at the end of the day. We have our J2 point there. So if you look at the map, our J2 point has been made there. Okay, I will delete it. So to delete a point, remember we will go to a point function, and then we can use delete, we can use point, either way. I choose to use point for now because it's quicker, so I'll go for point and I'll say delete. Okay, so our J2 has gone. Let's try to add it using points. So we're going to say add a point, a single point, but this time we'll use freehand, because we're just going to put it somewhere where we can edit it. So it will give me values of where I've clicked. Make sure your freehand was on and click somewhere outside the drawing or inside the drawing, but as long as you're not snapping on the point that already exists. So when you do that, on the name here, just put J2, and the coordinates, we can now edit them to our J2 coordinates, which are 6, 3, 7. I think I still have 6, 3, 7, 4, 7, 6, 3, 7, 4, 7. Okay, 0.36. Shall go to our x values. 1, 6. We shall also borrow the 0. 1690. Since we have three values, 1, 2, 3, which are 1, 2, 3 for J2, we shall just say 966.99 and say okay, our J2 is back there. So that's the two ways you can add a point in Model Maker. And then just for the sake of putting it out there, whenever you are doing a function, you experience that, let me just make a cursor bigger. Okay, you experience that there will be a red line down there. What does this mean? This means there's a function that's running, so you cannot do another function unless you stop the function that you were doing. How do you stop that function? You can press escape. I've pressed escape, and it's no longer red there. So if I say let's do a line, it becomes red, and then I say right click as well. It's the same thing as escape. We'll still cancel that function and do another function. So whenever you have this red line down there, just know that there's a function running, and unless you escape or right click, you will still be in that function. Okay, remember I cannot snap here because I have not activated my DTM point function. We are still in freehand mode, so I need my DTM back to have that line. Okay, nice. If we compare to what we have here, okay, we have created that point, which is J2. Okay, so in the next video we shall do up how to, if you've seen here, we have lines and we don't have coordinates for them. All we have is distances between one line and another. So in the next video we're going to take a look at how we can deal with that. Okay, thank you.